The RCMP alleges two suspects planning an attack to coincide with Canada Day celebrations wanted to cause widespread injury and death. After a 5-month investigation, John Stewart Natal and Amanda Marie Karate of Surrey, BC, were arrested on July 1st. The Mounties say the pair planned to explode pressure cooker bombs on the grounds of the BC legislature. Police say the pair were acting with Al-Qaeda ideology, but insist there was no immediate threat to public safety. Joining us now live on the phone from Toronto to chat more about this story is Alan Bell, a security expert and president of Globe Risk International. Mr. Bell, thanks for joining us.
Good morning.
Does this appear to be a copycat incident from what happened in Boston?
It could be classed as that because obviously something caused these individuals to take this course of action. And it's easy to follow the Boston model because it was well publicized. They used the same type of bomb, which was the pressure cookers. So, you know, it's easy to do, and it's an easy way to attack society, and I think that's what their intention was.
Now, the RCMP say they were inspired by Al-Qaeda ideology. So how do two Canadian citizens turn to radical behavior and suddenly become accused terrorists?
Well, something happens in their lives that makes them question certain things, and you can be radicalized easily by the internet these days, or by people who you associate with. And I think in this case, it's a case of these individuals were obviously surfing the internet looking for various different things, and somehow they stumbled on a website that was probably being monitored, and consequently that was brought to the attention of the authorities, and then the rest was history. They just completed an investigation against them over a period of 4 months. It became obvious these people were going to perform some type of terrorist attack. When they went to do this, it was thwarted and they were arrested.
Are we going to see more of these so-called homegrown terrorists here in Canada?
Oh, without a doubt. They're already here amongst us. I mean, we're such a diverse country with people from all over the world, and some of those individuals who immigrate to Canada bring with them a lot of the baggage from their previous countries of origin, and consequently some of those people will either be already radicalized from living in those countries, or they'll be radicalized once on the ground here with the people they associate with. So this is our greatest fear, because international terrorism is usually well monitored. The intelligence is always there. We know a lot of these individuals are. But when you've got a normal, everyday Canadian citizen or immigrant who actually makes this decision to become a terrorist, we don't know who these people are. It's very difficult for our law enforcement agencies and our intelligence services to be able to track all these people.
Mm-hmm. All right, Alan Bell, thank you so much, a security expert with Globe Risk International, joining us on the phone from Toronto. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
A smog advisory remains in effect for Ottawa and Eastern Ontario this hour. The poor air quality is being caused by smoke from a forest fire in northern Quebec. Public health officials say if you have breathing difficulties, you should stay indoors today and limit physical activity. The smoke is expected to clear our region by this evening. Media lawyers will be allowed to see warrants potentially linked to the Rob Ford scandal. An Ontario judge has given justice officials until the end of August to give media lawyers access to a sealed search warrant used in raiding homes tied to a video allegedly showing the Toronto mayor smoking crack. Several media outlets want the courts to let them see the documents as a matter of public interest. Police used the warrants to raid 12 addresses and seize firearms, drugs, and cash as part of an investigation into ongoing gang activity. Egypt's army commanders are holding crisis talks in Cairo this hour as the military's deadline approaches to resolve the political unrest. President Mohamed Morsi has rejected the military's ultimatum and vows to protect his constitutional legitimacy with his life. The military set a deadline for today for Morsi to find a solution with the opposition, or the army would impose its own political plan. Overnight clashes in Cairo between supporters of the president and opponents left at least 23 people dead. Back here at home, you can take the field at the Ottawa Baseball Stadium this summer. The field is now available to rent from the city for recreational baseball, softball, cricket, and ultimate games. It'll cost $37 an hour for minor league teams and $110 an hour for adult leagues. A tender was issued last month to find a long-term tenant for the stadium on Coventry Road.